He does love you. He does love you. Welcome everybody to Bad Potato Salad, the show where Mike and I judge random strangers on the internet. Our beautiful wives Kendall and Alana read us two amazing headlines that they find across the internet, and then Mike and I figure out which one would be the funniest to react to, and then we go ahead and react to that. If this is your first time seeing this podcast, we'll do us a favor, rate, review, subscribe, download it anywhere podcasts are available. And joining me today is, as always, my beautiful co-host, Mike Travers.
I was hoping you would say that. Yeah, I was like, oh, he's going to say them first, but no, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's great to be here.
Absolutely. And you look beautiful as always. And also, the ladies are here too. Kendall and Alana, say hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hello, sir.
And Stowie's here as well.
Stowie's here.
And today, if this is your first time seeing this show, I did promise Kendall and Alana, I did promise them that we had and Mike, I promised them that we had a special surprise.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
And I'm about to unveil the surprise.
Oh my
For the
God.
first time ever in the Bad Potato Salad podcast history, I followed up with a guest. And
Wait,
they responded to
like
me.
a story
Like
person.
a story
we
that we talked about. And guess which story it was from last week,
Please?
Kendall?
Oh, last week.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's
My
okay.
brain's
I will
flooded.
tell you. It was the stepbrother, stepsister. Because
yeah.
we had questions.
Yes, we did.
I have answers, you guys. This is the biggest moment of my life. You know, I
Love
reached
it.
out to them.
I'm
and,
about to cry.
and they responded.
excited.
And so I asked, first off, I said,
Well, what was it? Why don't you what was the
remind
story
us.
real quick?
The
Yeah.
story was, okay, so a girl found out that her boyfriend of 5 years slept with his stepsister.
Multiple times.
A lot. Yeah, like
When they
20
were
years
younger.
ago, like 15 years ago.
15 years
right?
ago, yeah.
So they were both 21 at the time. We had so many questions.
Yeah.
So I reached out and they got back to me. And so we're starting the podcast with this. I said, first off, here are the questions. Well, first off, I said, would you be open to talking about it? She said, if you're referring to the ex-boyfriend and his stepdad,
Ex-boyfriend.
I would totally be happy to answer any questions you have. I was like, deal. So I said, were he and his stepsister really touchy-feely? Like after all those years, like
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
you
when
met
you
her.
thought
Yeah.
back on it.
I said, after finding out, did you end up staying with him or break up? I didn't realize that she said ex-boyfriend, so that was a dumb question. I said, how old were they when they became stepbrother, stepsister?
Yeah.
Because we had
Great
that question.
question.
I said, did you end up dressing more like her? Because, and if you don't remember this story, go back and watch this the
Yeah.
previous
It could go
episode.
either way, 'cause he could have been being very complimentary.
For sure.
Right.
And I said, anything else you want to share that we can update the listeners on? She said, so pumped to answer these questions. Him and his stepsister were not super touchy-feely, just hugs, nothing out of the ordinary from brother-sister interaction. From what he told me, they slept together a number of times for a 2-month duration, but stopped afterwards because they knew it was wrong. But while they were on the trip and before I found out this, he did keep trying to go to her hotel room and get her to come drink with us. At the time, I didn't think anything of it, but after finding out they slept together multiple times, I was assuming he was trying to go over there for something else. Number two, after finding out about it, I tried to get over it, but I really just couldn't. There were other issues in our relationship, so this was really just the straw that broke the camel's back. I did stay on the trip because it was going to cost me $600 to change
Yeah.
my flight.
Yep.
But looking back, I really wish I would have paid and left. Weirdly enough, his stepsister left the next day after he told me, so I never saw her again. Thankfully, in all caps.
Did she ever answer the question about how old?
Yep, this is coming
Okay.
up right here.
Oh,
He and his and this is weird. He and his stepsister became siblings at the ages of 6 and 7 years.
No.
wait, did you say 6 and 7? I yelled before.
6
and
and 7
7?
years old. Now, but she lived in Texas with her mom. And he lived in California with his mom and stepdad. So they would only see each other a couple times a year every
Still.
year. So they weren't like living together,
Okay.
but they'd known each other their entire lives.
And they waited till they were 21. Like maybe they thought the legal age for banging your stepsister was 21 in Texas or California.
And
Shit.
she said that so the stepsis dresses in crop tops, leggings, and sneakers. She said, I dress like that too, but I'm more of a girly girl and was like wearing dresses and heels from time to time. Also, I'm sure the wives will understand this more than Mike and I will. She dresses like free. She wears like free people.
Yep.
Is one of her favorite stores to shop at. So that's more her style than what the stepsister was wearing. And she said anything else I want to add was her and I could not look any different.
Wow.
She almost has she has almost a shaved head, and I have long hair. She's half African American / German.
Skirts.
She's
Cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers.
she's
I know this story.
she's African American / German, and I'm Persian. She's pretty, and I have no problem admitting when someone is a bombshell. But in my opinion, I would say she's pretty average looking, but she's got a massive booty, and I do not. So that is our update.
Wow. Okay.
Great work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Congratulations, Derek.
Thank you.
That is amazing.
I deserve that. Thank you.
And here she is.
Investigative journalism.
And coming through this
here
door.
she is. Wow. Wow. Wow.
She's still in California, or she didn't say?
She didn't say. We want to track her down.
But she's not
Yeah.
with him.
She's not.
Yeah, that's
God, you
really,
make one mistake.
Multiple times, 15 years before I knew
Yeah.
you. And,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
How fun was that?
Wow.
Good job, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice
So
work.
fun.
That is
I'm
good.
just
Now
my
find-
mind is blown right now.
Now find the bad potato salad girl. Track her
That's
down.
what I thought you were gonna say.
I know,
Ah.
me too.
Yeah.
Aw.
You'll
Okay,
never.
well,
you guys
I-
might never see us again.
Yeah.
Okay, I love her. I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good for you for leaving.
Yeah.
And
Ugh.
thank you for responding.
Yes.
Because you answered all of our questions, and
Yeah.
that's amazing.
That is amazing, right?
Wow.
Don't you feel like we got a sense of closure with that story?
100%.
now?
Yeah.
Like we
100%.
usually, and I even told her, I was like, this is the first time I've ever reached out to anybody
Yeah.
on this platform.
Yeah.
I was like, I host a podcast. Here's what we do. I was like, usually we just read the stories and then move on with our lives.
Yep.
I was like, there were so many questions with
Yeah.
yours. Can you answer
many.
them?
What,
And
did she watch
did.
it? Did she say she watched the episode, or?
Yeah, I guilted her into watching the
Okay,
episode for sure. Yeah. So, at least her story. So
Yeah.
with that being said, let's kick off the new
Here we
episode
go.
here.
Wow.
You got to give us two.
Here we go.
Wow, I know.
Man.
I know.
Okay, on that note, here's our first two options. I feel like they're all like not as good now because that was such an impressive thing. Okay. Am I the asshole for wanting to divorce my husband because of his kinks?
Okay. I like that.
Or am I the asshole for telling my dad's wife that her and her kids need to either sign a lease and pay rent or kick her and her daughter out and move after my dad passes away? So
okay,
the
go ahead,
dad's
go ahead.
close to dying right
yeah,
now.
Right.
So am I the asshole for wanting to divorce my husband because he has kinks?
Let's do that one.
Yeah. We want to hear the kinks,
Right?
Mike.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
he
let's-
loves the kinks.
We love the kinks.
That's why I buy hoses.
Yeah, love a
My
good kink.
God, you stop it right now.
Hello.
Okay, I tried to print things out today, but I didn't do a good job.
Wait, I thought you have it printed out.
I did, but I didn't edit them the right way.
No.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, look at us. Look at us.
That one I
Look
did.
at us.
Go, Alana, go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go, girl.
All right. Am I the asshole for wanting to divorce my husband because of his kinks? My husband and I have been together for 3 years. We are in our late 20s. Recently, my husband got extremely upset and defensive with me because I had enough of him telling me about his kinks that kept progressing. I wouldn't call myself vanilla, but I do have a certain limit with what I will do. When it comes to family stuff, I am 100% opposed. I cannot imagine not... Wait, when it comes to family stuff, I am 100%
exactly. You're not
opposed.
wrong at being alarmed by that.
Oh. So he's
I
like
read that-
stepmom, step
She's
stepson.
saying, she's
okay.
saying family stuff I'm
Right.
not into.
What?
Yeah, she's not like talking about like I'm going out to dinner with your family.
Yeah, no.
She's
No,
talking
I
about,
know,
like,
I know.
Pretend I'm your mom
Yeah.
and bang me.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't think it gets there.
I cannot imagine not thinking of my parents when my husband proposes ideas like he does. He has a huge mommy kink.
Oh, Mike.
We thought it was going to be hot. We deserve that.
Yeah, we absolutely.
We
We're
deserve
taking this
that.
one on the shins right
deserve
now.
this.
Like, this will be hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Which I'm not going to get into huge detail about, but
You
you,
don't have
can
to.
assume.
Yeah.
Most of it is huge domination with the caring, nurturing aspect, which I lack as an individual.
Wait, was that
Same.
you
Alana,
reading
was
that?
that
Was
you?
that you reading
No,
that? Or was that-
I don't lack that.
baby.
I needed to know why he thought this. I asked him if he had anything happen to him or anything weird growing up, and he told me I felt weird sometimes seeing my mom change.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I didn't. Sometimes it was hot. Yeah. She did it for a living.
Oh, God. She said that did it for me.
Yeah.
And now I'm debating filing for a divorce because I just don't know how to process this. Am I the asshole for wanting to divorce him? Oh, babe. I'd be
No, you're
freaked
not.
out.
No, yeah, for sure. You should run to a lawyer.
No, you
and-
know what she should do? She should sit him down and be like, "You've been a bad boy. You're a bad
I
boy
would
with
be
that
so
kid.
creeped
You're
out
gonna
by that.
sign
Yeah.
this divorce paper.
You take down your pants right now, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
spank you."
Imagine,
Then
could you
he-
imagine having that kink?
No, thank God.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're watching your mom change.
yeah. Sometimes it bothered him. Sometimes
Sometimes
it
it
bothered him.
Yeah. I mean, no, you are. Okay, we are not kink shaming here.
Nope,
Yeah.
not at all.
But also, I don't know how that one's. I don't know how that's one of them. I don't know. I don't know
That's
how
not
that's one of
normal,
them.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I no. Again, also, I think if you and your partner are not on the same page with your kinks, then
Right.
you're not entitled to stay with anybody. So
Yeah,
you should
no.
absolutely divorce him. That's gross and more gross.
Well, yeah, like you're trying to have sex and you want to be excited, and then all of a sudden you gotta be like, "Mom, you know, tell me he's a bad boy," because then you're gonna think different of him. You know, if you, like you said, if find somebody that matches that kink.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I mean, like if his kink,
Or your
like,
mom.
If the mom, if the mommy issues were like, hey, after we have sex, we get orange slices.
Yeah.
and like a soccer game. I'm
healthy.
super for that kink. You know what I mean? But no,
It's a healthy kink. Go.
hel-
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say that like I was reading these to my sister and she's a therapist and she was like, no. Kinks are fine, but if you're not into them, you leave right away. Early 20s, she's like divorce right away. Like
said late
I
20s.
didn't even get through the whole thing and she was like, divorce, go, leave. Like that's
Yeah.
not gonna work.
Yeah. Wait,
Like-
your sister's a therapist?
Yeah.
And you're still this messed up.
I know, isn't that weird?
You don't talk to her?
Well, she's an OCD and anxiety therapist, and my
Oh,
issues
I need
are
that.
more.
I need that with my OCD.
Yeah. Yeah.
My issues are more with my husband, who's terrible, and so it's like a whole thing.
Tell me I'm a bad boy. Tell me.
Mike, are you staying with? Or would you stay with this person?
No, because that's such a big part of your relationship. If
Yeah.
you're not into the same thing, it'd be hard. You know, be
And like he's basically she's basically saying he was attracted to his mom somewhat.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
a weird response to that.
And
about the,
after he has to put his mom down, because when she gets to a certain age, you have to put him down. Like you know, like he's gonna be really lost, and like he can't just buy a new mom. You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
think
Like
she's a puppy.
or he won't be able to get hard.
Ugh.
he's like, look, honey, I'm just gonna tape this picture of my mom over your face.
Either one.
It just helps me.
No, don't say mommy. Actually, use her name.
Yeah,
Use my mom's actual name.
Use her actual name.
yeah. You already taken my last name. Now take her first name.
Yeah, it's just like you said. It's unfortunate. Like some people have kinks that are a little bit more specific.
Yeah, no. Also, though, like you've been married for 3 years, a few years, right?
Yeah.
And you've been together. I'm assuming for at least a year or so before. How has this never come up before? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I
how-
think it has come. I think she got tired of it. Right? Is that what it said?
I don't.
I mean, she implies.
She said that they were getting the kinks were getting more
it was-
progressive.
like
yeah.
he's getting. Yeah,
He was getting more comfortable.
Yeah, he probably just was like.
Okay.
He's like, if you don't
Into
think
the-
if you're not into the mommy kink, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take these card jumper
Guess
battery
what?
cables
Yeah.
out off my nipples because I don't think you're ready for those.
Forget the electrocution part. We're just
Yeah. Yeah, you can't even get past a bottle feeding.
That's not a bottle.
Feed him like a baby bird.
Oh my
That's a
god!
bad one.
I do that to my
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
That's
That's-
Diapers. I mean, I wonder how far it goes.
Oh, that's a good question.
I feel like she's gonna leave before she finds out. Yeah.
I know. I
yeah.
think she probably already did.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure she did. For sure. Good first one.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready for number 2? Okay. I'm actually going to read these in reverse order because I feel like the one we have to read. Okay. Am I the asshole for pressing charges against my boyfriend's mom after she stole my credit card information?
And made me bang her son and pretend it was me.
Or my wife, 34 female, got into performing stand-up comedy a few years ago, and I, 32 male, can't take it anymore.
Oh, we gotta do that one.
Yeah. Let's.
That
right?
That one.
We have to go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. That one does seem targeted, though.
Yeah, this one's gonna hurt. This one's gonna sting a bit.
To be
can't
fair,
take
I read
it anymore.
and I was like, oh, we have to read this because
Yeah.
it's just too funny.
It's too
Wait.
relatable.
Married or boyfriend, girlfriend?
It's his wife.
Okay.
Married.
All right. Yeah, that's the perfect time to start stand-up comedy too. After you have a mortgage and kids and a wife,
like, get out now.
That's the time to do it, huh?
Okay, so my wife, who is 34 female, got into performing stand-up comedy a few years ago, and I, 32 male, can't take it anymore. Yeah, so it's to the point that I make up a work emergency sometimes, so I don't have to go to the show.
That's funny.
That is funny.
There's too many sentences in here that are going to make us all
That's
laugh.
so funny.
Okay. I was feeling wildly guilty about it, but because I've never lied to her about something like this, I had to come to Reddit and explain this. The majority of the time, the only laughs that she gets are from her fellow comedians that are also performing that night or from friends and family that she brings. She has an Instagram specifically for her stand-up, and she is constantly engaging with the trolls, even though I tell her not to. Here's an important point. My wife is freaking gorgeous,
Okay.
in all caps.
That means she's gonna get booked by a lot of the local performers who are trying to bang her.
Yeah.
So,
Does it have her information?
Yeah. That's how Mike used to get booked
Yeah.
all the time. He's
Info
not funny
below.
at all, but
Yeah.
look at him.
info below. So, a lot of the negative comments on Instagram are things like, they only laugh because you're hot. And I'm rambling.
Oh, that's not even the most hurtful thing you can
Yeah.
write on a comedian's page whatsoever.
Yeah,
Like,
I would love to hear
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like, really? I would rather someone laugh because I was hot than funny.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd kill
Should
for
I
that.
comment that on your next video?
Yes. I'm only laughing because
He's
you're
only
hot.
funny because he's hot.
That's funny.
So he says, it's been years and her performance isn't improving. She mostly does open mics or shows with only 15 to 20 people in the audience. She doesn't make any money, and she isn't taking any one-on-one coaching classes or like that I've gently encouraged her to do. He says,
Tough conversation.
I just can't keep watching her bomb every other weekend. And I'm tired of her engaging with random weirdos on Instagram. How do I help my wife improve her skills if she isn't willing to put in the work to make those improvements?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Now I'm starting to think about every show you don't go to, though.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't have anything else to do.
Yeah. There's
Like,
no work
You're
emergency.
literally like, no, I'd rather just stay
Yeah.
home.
I'd rather stay home.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like when you were reading that, like we've all been there. Like we've all had like shows not go well.
Totally.
And we all know. We all know. No, well, I have.
Yeah, okay.
We all.
Yeah.
And I think, and to some extent, I'm not. Obviously not gonna, mention anybody
No.
by name or anything like that.
No.
But like we all know comedians. I think every comedian who's done comedy knows comedians that have been doing it for a very long time who just don't get better because because regardless if you can know how to write a joke, but telling a joke in front of an audience is a much different craft. That sucks. I mean, you gotta remember one thing. She's really hot and she still sleeps with you.
Yeah.
So you gotta go out there and you gotta buy
Just-
2 drinks at the open mic night at your local comedy club and you gotta pretend you give a fuck. Like,
It is fascinating, like, so we've both been doing comedy for a long time and we do talk about it. Like, it is fascinating. People that maybe don't have a lot of success that just keep doing it. And they go every night and they go to these open mics. And I mean, there's no limit. I mean, if she's that into it, she might get good though. Like,
Right.
there's people that weren't funny for years and then they say
Find
something
their voice.
clicked.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, so it could happen. And that also would be like the equivalent of like telling say like you were in a soccer league at night,
Sure.
and you would go to watch his soccer games, and he's the worst player in the team. Like, who cares? Like, he's just
That's a
playing-
good idea. You should get a hobby and be really bad at it and make her come with you.
start a
to
band.
that hobby. Yeah.
Start a band.
Start playing golf and make her ride the cart with you for 4 hours and be like, you think this is bad? There's nobody else around us when they see me fail.
But if it's her hobby, she should be
I feel like
entitled to it.
I feel like what she should do is you should recommend her to start doing improv.
Well,
because then you're with other people on stage that you can bounce ideas off of, and maybe
Yeah.
improv is more of her because it's more of a gamified. It's not just you writing
Yeah.
jokes. It's more of a game, and those shows are way worse. So
he said I've encouraged her to like take classes or do
yeah, you
something.
can.
She
The
doesn't want
classes
to.
are a joke.
But also I'm not saying that she has to be better, but on the lines of what Mike said, like if it's something she likes to do,
Yeah, who
like
cares?
why not let her do it? Why?
Yeah.
I think he's just embarrassed.
Well,
that
not only
she's
that, but the other
not-
thing is too is like comedy, especially at that level, it takes away all your weeknights. You're going out to bars
No.
through the week to sit out there from 8 to 10 to 12. You know,
Yeah.
and
I
you're.
said I'm out. I'm
And
out
well,
right
no,
now.
but you're there with other comedians who are also notoriously just getting hammered on weeknights and things like that. So like, it's not great. You come home, you smell like shit. You've eaten fried food for the past 3. Like, it's
yeah.
not like, you know what I mean. Like it's not a healthy lifestyle to do. The
But
open
this,
mics.
but if this is what
that's
she
not
wants
what
to
he
do,
said.
it's not his business. I mean,
I understand that, but it's his marriage.
Yeah,
that
but his
doesn't matter.
complaint
That's
is
not-
that
you can't control her. You
his
can't say,
complaint
"Hey,
is that he thinks she's not that funny.
Yeah,
right.
it is." Yeah, you're saying it's okay that he tells her, "Hey, you can't do it anymore," because he doesn't think it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but if she
that's
likes
not
to do
fair.
it, that's her. That's her.
Yeah.
That's her
Right.
passion. Imagine if Alana told you, like, "Hey, you gotta stop doing it." It's like if
Yeah.
she said it's not
Yeah,
healthy,
well,
you're
it
in
pay-
these clubs.
It pays the bills, so
But I'm saying,
Yeah, he makes more money than I do.
right, but I'm saying that if,
that's for my
if-
OnlyFans.
but if she didn't like it and just said, "Hey, I
Yeah,
want you to
you're
stop
right.
doing this,"
You're right.
It's not the healthiest life.
I mean,
you
that's
know?
fair because honestly, before
Yeah.
either of us made money about comedy from comedy, we were very passionate about comedy.
Yeah,
we thought we used to stay awake, and I mean, honestly, like dude, like I would do interviews with myself, like like in the mirror, like like if I ever made it, like what's some of the questions they'd ask me. And
That's
this is
adorable.
you know what I mean?
There's
Like, I used to-
there's plenty of shows you do. You're like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like what? Who am I kidding? Like this is.
We got a couple
You
coming
know.
up this month if you want to go see us.
Yeah.
All our tour dates. Actually,
what happens.
this is a great time to plug.
that note,
this is a great time to plug.
Come
On
see
May
Derek and
30th,
Mike.
on May 30th, we will be at the Pittsburgh Improv performing stand-up comedy, and you can tell us we're not funny.
Yeah.
But buy a ticket first, and then you can tell us we're not funny. It's the only comedy club in Pittsburgh, and Mike and I are performing at it on May 30th, our own show where we'll reference Bad Potato Salad. And if you tell us you came here from this podcast, we will blow you. So
No, but I think he needs to be more supportive.
You too.
Help her. Give her some notes.
good, yeah.
Like give her some notes. Help her out. He doesn't have to go. I mean, that's not. I mean, if this is what she wants to do, he doesn't have to go every time if it's open mics and
Right.
stuff. No, if she has a show, maybe
if
go
she has a
support
show,
it.
gotta support her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta support her.
Yeah, I think he's being too hard. She
Yeah.
could get funny.
She could get funny.
Maybe.
And she's
Maybe.
yeah, probably not.
You never know.
Alana's
You
the realist,
never
like,
know.
maybe.
You never know.
What was the question then?
Is he the asshole?
What was the question?
Is he the asshole for like? He said he can't take it
Discouraging
anymore.
her. Yeah.
He's discouraging her doing comedy.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think.
should he keep discouraging her or
No.
should he be supportive?
Dude, you signed
gotta
up
be
for it. It's
supportive
marriage,
to
man.
your
You got
husband
to
or
be
wife.
supportive for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I say ride it out. Yeah, you gotta support her, help her out, make some notes.
Because she's also making friends doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
Like that's the other thing too. Is like you do make friends at these open mics for sure.
And
So
it-
I think
it could make you better at her job. Maybe she does like speech. This could help her. Like if she has to do presentations. Maybe it's
Honestly.
helping her that way.
And one day she may start a podcast and ask you to be on it to read stories from Reddit.
That's right. All right.
That would
Yeah,
be
I say he's the asshole.
I say he is
would
too.
be the asshole if
Yeah.
he discouraged. her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay. My fiance, who is a female, 27, cheated on me, male, 26, during her bachelorette party, and I don't want to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Drama.
Or am I the asshole for letting go of my mom's behavior at my wedding and not demanding an apology?
I feel like the bachelorette party's
Bachelorette
gonna be
party?
Yeah,
I feel like the
let's do it.
bachelorette. Can I tell you though, at my sister's wedding, her first one, her first wedding, she married a British guy, and we I was part of the groom, the party, the bridal party, and the mother-in-law was from England, and she was like, in England, the parents sit at the head table, or however the fuck they talk, but she's like, like in England, the parents sit at the head table, and I was like, well, you're not gonna believe this, Jackie, they didn't let me make any decisions for this wedding, because if it were up to me, there would have been strippers here. And when I said that, my preacher walked past because he officiated the wedding, and he looked at me. He's like, "Hey, he's like, just so you know, like, a lot of preachers out there won't do the stripper wedding." He's like, "But you let me." he was such a cool guy.
Remember we did that show in Somerset,
Oh, yeah,
and
he
he
was
was
there.
sitting right up front.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Derek made sure he pointed that out.
Yeah,
That was
he's
years
such a
ago,
good guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's the best. He supported our comedy, so you have to support
Yeah.
your shitty wife's comedy
Yep,
from
you
the
do.
previous
Yeah.
story. Go ahead, read the story. Read the
Amen.
title.
Okay.
Is it Alana's turn? Or is it your turn? It's Alana's
mine,
turn.
right? It's yours.
Yeah,
It's my
we're
turn,
on
so you
number
can read it if
3.
you want.
Yeah, read
I
it.
just forgot. We were talking so much, I
Yeah,
forgot.
that's my fault.
Long. Okay. My fiance, female 27, cheated on me, male 26, during her bachelorette party. I don't know what to do. My fiance and I have been together for nearly 5 years. Like every couple, we've had ups and downs, but we have always moved on and love each other dearly. To cut to the chase, we're finally getting married, and she went off on her bachelorette party with her friends and sisters. She's been having a great time and sending me pictures,
Very great
texting, and even called a couple times.
Great.
I've been laying back and letting her enjoy her time.
Wait, did she say laying back? I don't like the term laying back after we found out she's been cheated on.
He's been laying back
Yeah.
and letting her enjoy her time, but still responding when she messages me. Last night, she was out on a bar run with everyone, and she looked amazing. Her outfit, plus how she looked genuinely 10 out of 10. And I understood people would hit on her and buy her drinks, which was fine, but nothing past that. Towards the end of the night, she was in line for a bar or club and started talking to a girl online who was very pretty. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a twist.
Oh.
Yeah.
This took a
Ooh,
turn.
that's not
Yeah,
cheating.
we judged this guy way
Yeah.
too early.
Mike
Yeah.
said it's not cheating.
That's not even cheating.
right away.
Yeah.
She told me.
Yeah, that would have been what he wanted at his bachelor party.
Oh, weird. She told my fiance that she still hadn't had her first kiss.
Wait.
How old is
The
this
girl does. I don't know.
The
It gets a
girl.
little weird.
Yeah, so the girl in line at the club
Oh, the girl told her. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
that
okay.
she's never
Got
kissed
you.
anyone before.
Never kissed anyone or never kissed a girl?
She hadn't had her first kiss. That's what it says.
Okay.
The idea of getting her first kiss, I guess, sent her over the edge, and they kissed. And after,
Yeah.
hold on, there's a lot of grammatical errors here.
I know.
After
There's a lot.
the
Oh, it's hard to type a sentence
after
with
the
a boner.
tail, after the kiss, open their mouths and tongue kiss. Oh, that's what it says.
Tongue kiss.
I like the description.
All,
With
all
their
while
tongue.
my fiance is holding this girl's face with one hand
specific about
around her jaw.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
That was hard to
Wait,
read, but
Wait.
why don't you guys show us that
Yeah.
way? Because I need a visual.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
having
fair.
trouble.
That's fair.
Sorry.
I'm having
Sorry,
trouble.
a little bit.
Actually, yeah.
A lot of confusion.
the girl gets embarrassed and backs up, but my fiance is standing there lost in the moment, almost wondering why she stopped.
It's a weird detail.
She calls me immediately afterwards and starts to apologize profusely, telling me what she did and it was a mistake, but downplaying the kiss to just a peck on the lips. She was very drunk, and her sister sends me a video of it and realized that there was more than just a peck. I initially am upset, but not that upset since it's not a guy.
Get that. Understand. Yeah. Sure.
She continues to apologize for like an hour and ask for my forgiveness. I don't feel 100% on what I thought, but told her yes because all her sisters were there and I don't want to ruin her last day of her party. After thinking about it more, I realized that it doesn't really matter that it was a girl. She still cheated on me.
Oh, sure. Sure, you would have been that forgiving if you said she made out with some dude in line.
Right.
You
Right.
would have been like, you know what, you're with your sisters. Have a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pat on the
We'll
butt.
talk
Get
about
in
it
there, champ.
tomorrow. No biggie.
Get in there.
I
champ.
feel so hurt and lost. She's my best
Oh,
friend,
my.
and honestly, someone I would consider the most loyal and trustworthy person there is. Oh, this person sucks at writing. a
I know.
sentence.
I'm sorry. tried
I
to-
love her more than anyone. I feel broken thinking that wasn't true. I don't want to break up or call off the wedding, but I don't know what to do. I feel completely depressed. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to
There's-
her.
Yeah.
What I'm supposed to do.
There's only one thing
He's
to
like
do. Yeah.
a
There's only
mess.
one thing to do.
What's
You
that?
have to go make out with a hot dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to see how she feels. I mean,
Oh wait, he said any advice would be nice. I pick her up at the airport tomorrow.
no worries. I just gave you the advice.
Yeah.
You're welcome
Go make
in
out with the
advance for
dude.
that. She's not a lesbian, and also, when you say cheated on you
Maybe
at the
she did.
bachelorette
You
party,
know.
like she didn't really cheat. She didn't really cheat on you because she didn't
know.
sleep
Yeah.
with anybody.
It feels-
It does feel like okay, like no matter what I say, I'm gonna be like that's fucked up to say, but like I don't think. I mean, she didn't cheat, and she was open and honest about it.
I
Like
don't think
I
it's a
gave him a
big
kiss.
deal.
It's not a big deal, but like yeah, I also wouldn't want my wife to be so my future wife to be so drunk where she's just out there
100%.
tongue
Oh, I
kissing
would.
random people.
If you called me
wait.
and said that you made out with a girl in the line, I'd be like, yes, yes.
Send
I
me
think it's the
pics.
fact that like
mean,
she was like frisky for this girl, and
I mean,
like
I'm all for it. I mean, I can't tell you, it wouldn't even
Turn
slightly
your
bother.
guy brain off for a second.
Yeah,
Kendall,
just like as
Mike
humans.
makes out with another dude in a line, sends you a pic.
I feel like it's weird. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, you cheated on me. Not at all.
Right, I
No.
know, but it's weird because he's seeing the person that he really like loves like make out with someone of the same sex, and he's never known that about.
Yeah,
them.
but also if hypothetically, Mike, let's put Mike in that exact situation.
Yeah.
Bachelor party, in line in a bar, makes out with dude or female for that record.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that everyone has to feel this way, but I would be like,
yeah,
okay, dumb, but whatever. I would not be like, oh my god, I'm questioning our whole life. And maybe I'm
no, I feel like
In the-
that person's super immature. I mean, the person that made out with that girl's super immature. You know what I mean? Because like if you know you're about to be married, you're in a long term relationship. It's still an
But I
immature.
think
It's still an
that's the
immature thing to
idea
do.
Of a bachelor, I'm not saying you have to or
Right.
you should,
Yeah.
but I'm not surprised if someone's on a bachelorette or a bachelor party and they make out with somebody or like get a stripper or like do whatever. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do
Right.
necessarily, but I'm not surprised by it, and I wouldn't be like, oh, this changes how I think about you.
Yeah,
I'd
like
be
if he had a
"Oh,
bachelor party, he
to
most
me-
likely had strippers or went to a strip bar. That would, I mean, wouldn't that be worse though in a way, or that someone completely naked grinding on?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it's not. Yeah, so it's not. And all of it's not great, but also we got to calm down. But she didn't cheat on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
She didn't-
that's
she
what-
didn't
sort of my
cheat on
point.
you. You know
That's
what I mean?
my
Like, yeah,
point.
she
Yeah.
definitely
and
didn't
I
cheat on you.
don't, and I don't even mean this like. Just way more girls have like made out with other girls than guys make out with guys. So that would be more of a shocking phone call, I think, to
Sure.
get that. If I
Yeah.
made out with a dude, but like two girls kissing, if you called me now, like it wouldn't even slightly like bother me or surprise me or I'd be like, oh okay,
It-
like
I think the most
Drunk
shocking
and-
thing about this story is how in detail he went with the kid.
100%.
Yeah.
He's like, she grabbed her face. She
Yeah.
did
how
this
did he
thing.
know that?
The son
The
was
video,
due.
the
The son
video.
was
Oh,
due
video.
east.
Sister,
Yeah,
Sister
recorded
sent a
it
video.
and
Yeah.
like sent it to him,
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
well, the girl did try and lie and say it was just a peck.
Yeah,
That's
at
also
first.
fair.
Yeah.
She tried to lie. So lying is a red flag.
I agree.
Shouldn't lie.
yeah, but with his reaction, I don't blame her though. 'Cause, I mean,
Yeah,
to be
he's
that
like-
upset and call off the wedding from
Yeah, right,
her
yeah,
drunkenly kissing a girl in line.
Yeah.
Don't ask her what she did in college.
Yeah. Yeah, because anal's going to seem way out of the
Yeah.
question, because of
gonna
what
wanna
you
hear that.
just put yourself through. Yeah, that's, I mean, honestly, you got to talk to her about it. You got to let her know that it upset you, and then you got to ask her politely not to do that again, because this
Politely.
this isn't an I'm the this
I'm-
is not
I mean,
an, am I the
it was like
asshole?
a- it
This
was
is
like
like
a-
a relationship advice
Yes,
thing. So what I'm going to say is you just got to be open and honest with her about this. Let her know that it upset you, and maybe you'll get a pity blowjob.
Maybe.
I take the other side. I think he is the problem here. I think he needs to relax. How's he ever going to bring up having a threesome now? Like that's off the table.
That's
Yeah.
not
It's
gonna
off the table.
No, I'm from a different place. It wouldn't bother slightly. So I think he's crazy and overreacting, and it doesn't really matter.
Great.
Fair.
I'm gonna go make out with like 6 people
Please,
Make out with Stoey.
please.
tonight. Oh, I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Against your will. Looks like we have time for one more,
Okay.
Kendall.
One more. Okay.
Sorry, the intro took some time.
No,
Don't
that's great.
Sorry, this is perfect. Okay. Here's the two options. Would I be the asshole if I asked my paralyzed husband for a divorce?
If we're just walk it off, bud.
Or today I fucked up by accidentally showing my parents a really great view of his girlfriend's boobs, if you want to know what that is.
Let's do the first one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Would I, wait, let me find it really fast. Would I be the asshole if my paralyzed husband, oh, this one's really good. Okay.
Good.
Is it
Glad
my
we picked
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Okay. Would I be the asshole if I asked my paralyzed husband for a divorce? I know the title is very alarming. Don't attack me.
Just a bit.
We were.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not sure if I will do an update about this because it's too much. Okay. My husband is 36 male. I am 35 female. He got into a car accident in December. Very sad. It was the worst day of my life because I was scared that he would lose his life. He didn't, and he made it through. He is paralyzed in his legs, and he goes to therapy to build his muscles. The doctors don't know if he will get the chance to fully walk again, but during his therapy sessions, there's a lot of progress and a lot of hope.
That's good.
Okay.
Great. In February, I found out that he was cheating on me for a year.
Okay.
Oh, before the accident.
Yes.
Okay.
Karma is my boyfriend. That's messed up.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
We have a 15-year-old daughter, and I am
Wait,
four.
how old are they?
Mid-30s.
What they say?
36. He's
36,
36.
35.
All right, 15. They had a young.
Okay.
He's young. Yeah.
That's what your mom
I
had.
have a 15-year-old daughter, and together, and I'm 4 weeks pregnant, but he doesn't
Oh.
know.
Wait,
That's
is it her? Is it his?
Yes, that's
Well, that's
she's not the cheater. He's
That's
the
a
cheater.
gap in parenting. God, that would be awful.
That would be terrible.
Yeah, but also like I didn't know. This is just an ignorant thing, but like,
Fair-
I didn't know your wiener could work if you were
Some
paralyzed from the waist down.
people,
Oh.
some people it can't, and some people it can. It depends on
Yeah.
where the issue is.
Okay.
Some people can still get an erection and still do that. And
She's like, well, I'm cheating too. But
Yeah.
That's not the point.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't say that. If that's actually happening, that's not what she says
right,
here.
Fair.
I was thinking it was before the accident, but that makes sense.
But it says 15-year-old daughter. She's 4 weeks pregnant. He doesn't know. I didn't know I was pregnant until last week, and ever since I found out, I've been thinking about having an abortion because I can tell that he knows that something's off with me because when he tries to touch me, I cringe. I don't even sleep in the same bed as him anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't just have an abortion like without consulting your husband first about it. You know what I mean? Because that's his child too, right?
Yeah,
Like
I
that's,
agree
She
with
has,
you.
yeah, but she would have final say. Even
she's
if he
saying-
said he wanted it and she didn't,
yeah,
He's out-
I get that,
he's
but like
out of
just
luck.
doing it behind his back
Yeah.
like that, like you got to bring that up.
hey, he did something behind her back.
She
Yeah,
doesn't get super specific, but she says I've been having doubts about having another child. I wouldn't want to be locked down for the next 18 years because I already know that he's been cheating for over a year. I feel like a POS. Too much is going on. I don't know what to do in this state of mind. I know I should get a lawyer and figure out a plan because I want to leave him because I know for sure he's cheating. Am I the asshole? if I
Wait,
leave him?
he's
Still
still
cheating?
he's still cheating?
That's just what it says.
No, you're not the asshole for getting divorced from someone
No.
who's cheating on
And
you.
Right.
he was cheating
It's gonna-
for a year.
Also, even
This
if,
is a
even if
full-on
it's-
relationship.
Even if she finds out post accident that it was
Right.
pre-accident cheating,
Sure.
like that's not.
100%. It's
know,
gonna look really bad
Yeah.
for you to leave this man right now in his time of need, but also fuck that dude.
Yeah.
He completely mistook you, ruined your vows, ruined your relationship, ruined everything. Like you don't have to justify leaving somebody because you're not in love with them or that because they cheated on you or they hurt you in some way. You don't have to justify that.
No.
Right? But like it's gonna look really bad with the timing, but
Yeah.
you shouldn't stay in that relationship because you're
It
not
also,
happy.
it also seems like she found out in February, so post his accident, like he was probably still talking to this person, which is how I think she
Which
found
is even
out.
worse.
So
Yeah.
like that's a thing. Like
Yeah,
this
for
man
sure.
is cheating on you.
He was having an
Yeah.
affair. Like that's
Yeah.
a different
A
level.
year.
Yeah.
At least you have a 15-year-old kid.
Right.
That's
Yeah, that's shitty.
wild.
Also, get the abortion because it'd be terrible to be a parent for, because that kid's gonna be 16, while the other one's you're gonna be a parent for 34 years. You're gonna have a kid like in school age for 30 some
With
years.
someone that you don't want to be with because he cheated on you.
Well, at least there's 3 of them to raise the kid.
Yeah. I will say you would not be the asshole for getting a
No.
divorce.
No.
You would not be the asshole if you were in a bad relationship or if you're in a relationship you don't want to be in. You should always get out of that
Yeah.
because it's not going to get better. You're never going to be able to
NDA.
trust him ever again. You're never going to be able to try. And again, a year from now, he may be walking again, and then it's completely different. Like it's not going to look as bad optically, but like you shouldn't even care about the optics. You should care about your happiness because
Yeah.
you only live once.
And people are
sure.
saying like if he hadn't got the accident, if he's not still cheating, he probably would still be cheating.
He
So,
might have
like,
been. He might have been real set to leave her. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he was with her that long, the
Yep.
other girl, that was probably going to be his plan.
Not the asshole.
No.
Yeah, not
Not
asshole.
the
And get the
asshole.
abortion. I mean, I definitely think
Mike's like, this episode is sponsored by
Planned
Planned Parenthood.
Parenthood.
no. I mean,
Use our
they're most
promo
likely
code.
not going to be together.
It's her choice. Yeah, just
yeah, it's her choice.
whatever she wants to
Right.
do.
Right. If this promo code bad potato salad, 20% off a baby.
Fourth one's free.
And diapers.
Punch card. What were you about to say?
I'm sorry if I missed this. Is she going to consult him about getting an abortion?
Well,
I think I
just
said that.
Okay.
In
Yeah.
this, she doesn't say that here.
Right.
She says, like, he doesn't even know what should I do.
Right.
So,
I mean, she should tell him. I mean, I guess, yeah.
Kinda
It's
have
still
to.
technically
If they're
his
married,
child,
yeah.
and they're married. They've made a commitment. It's not like she had a one night stand with a dude
Yeah.
she'll never see again. Like, this is your husband, soon to be ex husband, because you shouldn't stay in that relationship. But like, you should definitely tell him, like, hey, I'm pregnant, but I'm not keeping it, and that's fine, and that's up to
Yeah.
you. That's your call, whatever you want to do with that. But like, shitty, and it's gonna suck, and you know it doesn't suck. Is this episode of Bad Potato Salad? This serving of Bad Potato Salad. So if you've listened all the way to the end here, please rate, review, subscribe, like, comment, share, tell all your friends, because we would love to do this full time, because none of us have any other employable
none
skills.
of us have jobs.
Yes, we don't have any other. Well, I
Except
mean, you
for
take-
Alana.
Well, I have a job.
Except for
but-
Alana.
no other employable skills except for this. So please, could you please just rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend. Until next week, everybody, we've been Bad Potato Salad, and you've been served.